So this whole semester, um, in the marriage class I've been taking, I basically just been focusing a lot on the fact that marriage is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Um, and this week was no different. It was all about nurturing your relationship, right? So kind of like a garden, you're further putting stuff into it. You're creating what was called a love map, right? So that you make whenever you get to these hard times and we find that no matter what, we're eventually going to find these crises. We're gonna come to points in our lives and points in our marriage where times are hard, whether it's financially or issues with family, extending family, or jobs. You find yourself in crises, and if you have a well-built love map, if your relationship is nurtured, it's easier to get through. It's never easy, I don't think, to get through certain family crisis. But when we find that we've nurtured it, it's a little easier to communicate, a little easier to get along with one another. Um, and so with a love map, I think what's very, very important is to build trust in a relationship. And it seems so apparent, right? It seems duh. But I think since it was so apparent, since it's so evident that trust is needed, I just kind of wanted to focus more on why trust is necessary, on what the whole point of trust is. And so trust obviously is very necessary in a marriage. Without it, um, there's no happy family. But we find that trust basically is the foundation um, of a marriage, of a successful relationship. You find that trust builds all other forms of the relationship part. So when you trust someone, you then find that you can easier or more easily communicate with them. When you trust someone, you find that you can uh, do things easier with them. Um, anyway, I found that trust is so easy to lose, but it's incredibly difficult to build, right? It takes years and years and years to build a perfect trust with someone, and you may be married already and still be building that trust. And that's what's so crazy to me is that it takes years and years to build a perfect trust with someone, yet instantly one little act could almost destroy the entire foundation, take away. So if you build that good love map, if you call on lunch breaks, if you are constantly saying you love them and you nurture that relationship, and those family crises are a lot easier to get through. So communication and trust, a lot of work, but it helps.